Look at that.
Hello YouTube, Richard Scott here. Today is Friday, June 14th of 2019, and I'm on my way down to Demopolis, Alabama, north of Marengo County, and we got some honeybees hanging from the porch of an old house. This is an external colony. They're actually hanging in the open air. Pretty cool to see. But I'm going to remove the bees, give them a place they can grow and thrive. If not, they had a chance of being poisoned where they are. So I want to take care of those for the homeowner. And this should be a pretty interesting video. You don't see a lot of external colonies like this. Look who I got with me.
Hey.
Got Dad with me. He's over here helping me out with these bees, and Demopolis are right up here behind us. We got a rig ready to go. So we're gonna vacuum these bees up and try not to get too hot. It's up under a porch, so that ought to help us out a little bit.
But this thing is much larger than I thought it was. Good grief. And they're all just hanging down from the porch ceiling. There's nowhere they can get into the attic. It's all sealed off. But how about that? That's just so cool. You look carefully in the cells where they built a new comb, they're actually storing nectar in there. Don't see any brood. The brood's probably tucked into there. Somewhere in there, there is a queen bee, and I'm going to try to find her. That's a lot of bees. Wouldn't it be awesome if that queen was just standing on the outside, but yeah, right. She is tucked in the middle of all those bees somewhere. But this is what you call an external colony. This hive is out here exposed. It's just hanging down from the ceiling. Yeah, usually they're in a wall or a soffit or up under a structure, you know, like a floor joist or something, but this entire hive's just hanging down from the ceiling. This is what I got set up. I've got a vacuum rig with a catch box, and I'm going to suck these bees into this catch box, and it won't kill the bees. It'll trap them in this box harmlessly, and I can take this box, put it on top of my beehive box, and the bees will have a new home right then. So this shouldn't take too long to get these bees, but there's a lot of them up there. So what I'm doing now, I'm sucking the bees off this comb, and this is a gentle suction, just enough to get the bees off the comb and into my catch box. See the comb, how pretty this is. This hive's been here longer than I thought it was. So let me show you down here. You see those capped cells? That's capped brood. So these things have been here at least 3 weeks, probably maybe even 5 weeks. Look how pretty this comb is. It's amazing. Yeah, so I'm just gently sucking the bees off of here, and then what I'll do is I'll cut this comb and put it into frames that are pre-made. And the bees will already have these resources like the capped brood, which that's the baby bees that's in these cells. And it's going to be easier for the bees to adjust when they don't have to basically start over. See this comb, how white it is on the outside. It's a little more yellow around here, which again, that tells me the bees have been here a little bit longer than I thought. But that's okay. Gently sucking the bees off of here. It's a big hive here. Got most of the bees. Now I'm about to start cutting the comb, but look at that. That is a beautiful hive. See those capped cells, that's the baby bees, that's the brood. If you look carefully, there's a little larva inside there. That's nectar and honey they're making. Isn't that something? We're gonna start cutting the comb out now, and then I'm gonna put in our frames. Dad's down here with the frames ready to go. We'll put them in there. What we'll do is we'll cut little sections of this comb out. We're gonna stick it down to these frames we got rubber bands in, and put it in our hive box so the bees will have their baby bees and resources ready to go. We're looking for the queen. Haven't seen her yet, but hopefully we'll get her. Right. Here we go. All right, to show you what we got so far with the hive, still cutting brood out, but look at this. That is queen cells. There's a couple of queen cells there. They look kind of like a peanut. I think this hive's getting ready to swarm. They haven't yet because I can still see eggs down inside these cells. See if you can, I don't know if you can see that or not. There's still a queen in here, but that's interesting. They're acting like they want to swarm. They've been here longer than we thought. They've been here through the spring. See the bees piling up out here? I bet the queen's somewhere inside that. Either there or on this side. How about that? They're right like they're trying to get ready to swarm with those queen cells. There's actually one, looks like it's one capped off right there. Wow. Well, this hive continues to surprise us, obviously. Look how dark the comb is here. This hive's been here for a while, all spring at least. You know, at first it looked like a swarm had just moved in. You saw that white comb on the outside and the bottom. But look how dark that comb is. See the brood in there, the capped baby bees. And again, there's some swarm cells in here. So, yeah, this hive, it tricked us. It's been here a lot longer than I thought. But they're doing what they're supposed to do. We're cutting the comb out, putting it in frames into our hive box, and the bees are migrating over here to the outsides of the hive. And more than likely, that queen's going to be up in there somewhere. I know there's still a queen in there. We got fresh eggs in these cells. But again, they're showing signs. I mean, look right here. That's a swarm cell they're building right there. So, and it's got a larva in there. So, now these things are getting ready to swarm. So we caught them at a good time. So Dad here, he's got a frame. This is what it looks like when we cut it off the hive. We put it into a pre-made little frame here, and we stick it down into the hive box. So whenever we put the bees back in this hive box, they'll immediately have all their resources. But I just want to show that brood pattern. Look at the arch. You see that? That's just beautiful, beautiful brood. And brood, again, that's baby bees. So that is a sign of a really healthy hive. But again, you see how dark this comb is? It's kind of darker brown. They've been here all spring. Originally, we thought they had just swarmed there not long ago, but obviously they've been here for a while. Okay, so we've got most of the hive out now. There's some honey over there I'll fool with later. But I bet the queen is either right there or right there. She's so obvious. They always do the same thing. Those bees are balled up around the queen, so she's probably in here somewhere. Right in there. You're gonna find her, I hope. A lot of bees, so it might be hard to. And there's a big wad over here too. And that's a wrap. I did not see the queen. So, oh well, but I know she's in there. She's got to be in the vacuum. Just a few field bees coming back in, but that is it. So we got the bees. Over here in my catch box. We got a lot of comb and brood and resources for the bees, so they'll do great for their new home. So that is a wrap.